The recording will be later available on the EIT Health website, similarly as it was with the first webinar, which we have on the 27th of March. Now we are starting the second information webinar from scientists to innovators for industry, EIT Health project edition 2023. So the third edition of our project. And let's go with our presentation. First of all, some information about agenda. I will start. I already started the short introduction about EIT Health and the SCI consortium. Later, Victoria Goldberg will tell more details about the project. Later, we'll have speeches of our four alumni about their opinions and their history in the SCI project. And later, probably the most important part, so the question and answer session, moderated by Hikma and Mateusz. And at the end, I will say a couple of words as a wrap-up. Okay, some housekeeping rules. As you heard already from Zoom, yes, the meeting is recorded. As we have many people, please turn off your microphone when not talking. And of course, during the question and answer session, you can write your questions on the chat or raise hand or unmute. All options are available. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Marcin Szewski. I'm the activity leader of the SCI. I represent the Center for Innovation and Technology Transfer of the Medical University of Łódź in Poland. I'm the head of the Department of Acceleration Projects. And as I said, I'm the activity leader of SCI. Why EIT Health? Yes, because our project, of course, is co-funded by the European Union, by EIT Health. EIT Health is an agency or branch of the EIT, so the European Institute of Innovation and Technology, concentrated on health. EIT Health is now the network of over 200 institutions all over Europe, academic institutions, research institutes, industry partners, cities, and so on, many different organizations which are concentrated on innovation in the health sector. Let's tell more about our consortium. Our consortium is quite big, which created and is implementing the SCI project. We have academic partners as my university, Medical University of Łódź, but also Friedrich Alexander University at Erlangen-Nürnberg, Maastricht University, University of Galway, Medical University of Gdańsk, Karolinska Institute from Sweden, 3 institutes from Barcelona, CFG, IBEC, and BEAST, also Institute and IRB, also from Barcelona, and Institut Mainz Telecom from France. However, in our project, maybe not more important, but especially important are non-academic partners, because our project is concerning shift from academia to industry. So industry partners, as you can see, Boehringer Ingelheim, Philips, also hubs like Medicine Paris Region, Dex Innovation Center, Madopa, and Fresh Blood from Romania. Short history of SCI. Why the SCI was created? The preparation of SCI project was preceded in 2020 and 2021. The quite comprehensive study. What is the opinion, or what are the myths about scientific researchers from academia? which are set by, for example, industry employees. What is the gap in the skills and knowledge between academia and industry? What are the different points of view, different priorities on universities, in research institutes, and how is the other way the industry works. That's why we created SCI to fill the gap between the academia and industry, to express and improve the knowledge and skills which are considered by industry as important, and to allow you to make this shift, if you like, from academia to industry. There were many myths against, here we have PhD holders, but generally about scientists from academia. But we, of course, those are myths we are trying to tackle with them, and to give you all necessary skills and knowledge connected with working for industry in the health sector. Now we would like to know something about you. On the screen you can see the code, but you do not need to hurry. I will change the screen that I have shared, because the code will be visible again in a second. So give me a second. Okay, and wait, zoom. Okay, here you can see the Mentimeter screen. Here you already have here you can see the code again. So please scan the code or go to Menti and put your code. Thank you for all the hearts that you can see. Okay, the code will be still visible at the top of the screen. So in a second we can move to the first question. We have 27 participants, 28. Okay. So please tell us, where are you from? Mainly Germany, but it's huge variety. We even have Colombia. Venezuela. Okay, we have 29 votes, so I think we can smoothly go to the next question. Please tell us, what is your professional background? Biomedicine, medicine. Aging and well-being. Respiratory diseases. but also digital urban health. Okay, thank you very much for your answers. Of course, the link will be still active, so you can give us your answers even later. But now I will go back to the presentation, and we will have the next speaker. Give me a second. Present. Okay, SCI 2023, what to expect and how to apply. And now I'm leaving the floor for Victoria Goldberg from the Friedrich-Alexander Universität Erlangen-Nürnberg.
Thank you, Martin. A warm welcome from me, everyone. My name is Victoria Goldberg. I have been, started developing this program with a really great consortium in 2020, and this is our third iteration. So we've been going from 2021, 2022, and now in 2023. It's always a very exciting moment to see who is interested in the program, and I just want to tell you a bit of the background. I work at the Friedrich-Alexander University, that's in Erlangen in Bavaria. I mainly do project coordination for the SCI program, but also for the MedTech Bootcamp, and I also organize a medical device regulation seminar. Martin, have you got control? Then I'll just point you on.
Yes. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay.
So I just want to give you a bit of background information what SCI is. So SCI is a 3-month blended learning program, and it always runs from September to December. And it's basically trying to give you skills to get that gap from academia over to industry. We've got core skills, and we've got very specific industry-specific skills, but I'll show that to you later on. In terms of target group, so we say early career researchers who are keen to transition to industry in the next year or in the next 2 years, and really want to start, what do I need? What kind of skills do I need? How do I network? Those are the people that we're looking for. So in general, we've got PhD candidates, we've got postdocs, we've got clinicians, and a very broad area of life sciences. So from medtech, from pharma, and from healthcare. For those master students that are out there as well, we also have master students applying. You've just got to show a track record, that you are doing some kind of research, or that you say, look, I really also want to transition to industry. So the program structure, so we've got 2 different program tracks. The one is the full program track, and the one is the light program track. Let me start with the light program track. So this is a track that just offers you the online modules. What I'd say, you get 7 core modules, and then you have 5 bonus modules as well. And the course is in terms of content, nearly the same as the full program. You also start at the same time, the modules opened at the same time, but you don't have all of the events, and you don't have the webinars, and you don't have the case studies. So this would be, great for someone who says, look, I don't have 5 hours of time commitment per each week, but I still really would like to have those skills. And I have roughly 1.5 hours to go and commit each week for an online course, basically. And there are like assignments that you can do if you want them, but you don't have to do them. But we have like quizzes as well to keep you on track and to see actually, I've understood the module. In terms of the modules are always, you get reading material, you get videos, but always in nice little chunks. So it's like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so that, you know, it won't be like a full hour. Okay, this is a full hour, and then you've got to go and intensely look at it. It's always really a nice little digestible chunks, I would say. You can also participate in the midterm event to see what the full program people are working on in terms of the case studies. And you can also take part in a recruitment event that EIT Health organizes, that's Work in Health. That is also the possibility. The full program is, in terms of time, a lot more demanding. So in terms of content, it is the same. You have the 7 core modules and then the 5 bonus modules, but you have webinars at the end of each module that lasts 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the module. And then on Friday, there's always like a webinar with a specialist. And you also have industry mentoring as well from Boehringer Ingelheim. Then there are 3 events. So 2 of the events will be in person. So this year, the kickoff event will be in Barcelona, and I'm very excited and also a bit scared. The final event will be in Erlangen in December. What you also do at the full program, you get a case study. This year, we're actually going to have 5 case studies from various different industry partners. And then you work in a team, and you choose as a team, you choose a case study and work on this case study and go through the modules, but with the case study on your mind, and basically applying the knowledge that you're learning through the modules with the case study. So at the end of it all, first you have a midterm presentation where you present midterm, what you've got so far, and then you do a big final presentation at the final event. You also get pitch training. We've also organized pitch training, which is also a really, really helpful skill for anything, you know, if you want to continue with your academic life, or if you want to go into industry, that's really valuable as well. Then you can see here from the light program. So this is what the core modules look like. So we have communication and collaboration, understanding your customer and design thinking, strategic management, project management, operational management, then intellectual property, and then market access and pricing. So these are your core modules that you take that are opened on a weekly or 2-weekly basis. And then you have very industry specific bonus modules. And this really depends on your interests. And you say, look, yeah, I'm from a med tech background, so medical device regulation would be really something that would interest me, or something like digital transformation, GDPR and patient data, clinical process, and also patient engagement. And all these bonus modules will be open, and they will also be open after the course finishes. So we still give you at least like 3 months afterwards, after the December, so that you can go back and look at these modules. So you don't have to rush through them. And very similar, again, the full program, only that we have the events. We also have like an onboarding online kickoff at the beginning of September, where we actually open our very first module already, so that when you come to the kickoff event in Barcelona, that you've already actually met your team and have started doing assignments with your team. And then you go through the whole modules, have then the midway presentation, and then the final presentation in Erlangen. This is just to show you the structure. So you would it would open on the Friday a module, module 1, you would watch the recorded sessions, and then you would have time to work on the assignment for a week, and then this same thing would happen again, then a module 2 will open. And so it's always the same structure. It's from a Moodle platform, so you'll get access to the platform and can always go back to the videos, and you can also chat there and ask questions. So it's a very easy to use and intuitive platform as well. And something that we tested for the first time last year was the industry cases. So this year, as I said, we have 5 industry cases. We've actually got Boehringer Ingelheim, Roche, Novartis, Siemens Healthineers just confirmed today, actually. I'm very happy about that. And we're still waiting for our fifth to confirm. And it's really based on a real and unsolved problem from the industry, or also from a hospital. And the companies will present their case at the kickoff, and then you can go and ask questions to the case providers, and you work in multidisciplinary teams. And we team you, so there's no I would like to, so we put you into teams. We try to make it so diverse as well as possible, so multinational, a good gender mix, and a good background mix, so that you're really as multidisciplinary as possible. Last year we had some case examples, ensuring better outcomes and prevention for lung cancer patients. That was one of the topics. The other one was improving the life of paraplegic patients after spinal surgery. This was really interesting, this case, because two of the teams who were working on the case have actually now decided they were probably they're creating a startup with the idea, because the hospital and the patients so liked the idea that they said, please go enforce this idea and create a startup. And then the third one was heart failure and patient centricity. It's basically adherence to medication. So those were the case examples last year. We've got quite an interesting lineup coming for this year. I'm very, very excited also that we've got 5 industry cases. So yeah. Just an overview again. So what is full program? What is light program? So you can see the light program, the 1.5 hours only, it's 150 euros. You get a certificate as well. And the full program is just a lot more. Having said that, for the full program, your hotel for Barcelona and Erlangen will be paid. You just have to go and finance your stay, or no, you'll finance your travel to the respective places, so to Barcelona and to Erlangen. We also have 10 sponsored spots, 5 sponsored spots for Ukrainian researchers, and 5 sponsored spots for risk countries. You can see here what risk countries are. It's also on the EIT Health website. So if you do fall into that category and you really are in need, then please do write it down and go and you've got to then submit a letter of recommendation, and also for the Ukrainian researchers and the risk countries, or also a photo of your ID card, just so that we really know that you are from this country. And these are just some facts. So last year we were 91 researchers from 31 countries. So this is what makes it so interesting, because everyone comes from, from different countries, from different healthcare perspectives, have got different experiences, different background. We've got a super gender ratio, so half were female. And in terms of feedback, we really care about our feedback and really want honest feedback from our participants. And 92% actually said last year that they gained valuable skills needed for the industry. 68% said they would recommend program to friends and peers. 32 said perhaps, and nobody said no. So that was really, really good for us. And also the 40% said the program is excellent, 50% is good, and 63% plan to transition to industry in 1 year. And the statistics here for 2021, I've still got to go and update those or add those for 2022, because in the last couple of days, so many people have said, oh, I've really great news from the alumni, I've transitioned. And we've also got one of the alumni, actually, we've got 4 alumni here, and I think 2 of them have transitioned to industry. So it just shows it, it's great. It's great to, we really thrive, and we find it great that then people really do manage to go and change into industry. Yeah, what you get, I think we can skip that because I've already actually told it, and the feedback I'll skip as well, because we've got 4 fabulous alumni and they can tell you firsthand what their thoughts are and what they think. Here, just the pictures, because yeah, we have a good time as well. I think that's the really nice thing about this program. The participants have fun. Yes, we are a big consortium with about 15, 16 partners, but we also have fun as well, and it's a great time. So it's hard work, but it's also great fun as well. Then just in terms of the details for the application, so the registrations are open. The deadline is on the 31st of May, so in about approximately 2.5 weeks. And once that registration is closed, we will then evaluate and select, and then let you know and do all the contracting and signing that Martin or organizes. You also have to, on the website, on the SCI website, you can register. There's the application form. It's a very simple and straightforward application form. You just have to answer some questions, put in your personal details, answer some questions about what your research area is, your current research, then evaluate a couple of your skills, but that has nothing to do with your evaluation of your application. It's just to see, where are you? And what we really want to see, motivation and the willingness to transition to industry. And you have to make a little video of yourselves as well. That's the part that I love, because I love seeing the videos and getting to know the people face to face via these videos. And then I actually finished with my part. I would love to pass you on. We've actually got 4 alumni speakers, as I've said. We're going to start with Ana Rita Riviero. She's actually standing at the airport. So kudos, thank you so much. And I think this also shows, people who've taken part in the program, they really want to spread the word as well. And they help spread the word as well, because I think, well, I can only say that they enjoyed it. But Anna, I will let you go and speak and tell them what you thought about the program.
Okay, thank you very much, Victoria. So hello, everybody. As it was mentioned, of course, I really wanted to be here today to talk about SCI and my experience on it. I think it's really a great program. So I'm a PhD student in Salzburg, but I joined SCI because my plan is really to transition to industry. And I think SCI was a great opportunity to get these valuable skills, not only soft skills, but also hard skills. And also very importantly, which I did not expect and was very surprised, really good networking. So from the beginning, it was very demanding. From the kickoff event, we felt like it was going to be intense, but it was a really good type of intense. So we got a lot of information, we got teamed up, but you felt immediately that everybody was super driven to make this work. And it was a different type of teamwork that, to be honest, I haven't had in different projects or different works. And it felt really good. So it was very hard work, very intense, but very motivating. So even when the work was not going as we wanted, I think we always find the motivation to join in together and to work to a common ground. And something that I was also very amazed from the kickoff event is the diversity of the students, of the researchers. So everybody that joins the SCI, not only the diversity, but the high quality. So I'm very happy to put on a good word for it. So on the side, as it's been mentioned here also a few times, of getting these modules where you get to learn and study the skills, you get to apply them directly in the case providers. So in the case that we get from the case providers, and you also have the feeling that you're doing it in a very structured way. So the Moodle platform, I have to say, it's extremely well organized and very easy to access and to keep up with all the dates. It has a schedule that we can easily access and not leave anything behind. And you also never feel like you're alone or just working with your team, because of the great support you also get from very experienced mentors. So for me, it was honestly a big surprise, because I think nowadays you get some offer of this kind of courses, but usually very superficial. And I think SCI was really, really amazing. And yeah, I try to advertise it as much as I can, because it's something that I felt it was the best thing I've done last year, honestly. So I would really strongly recommend you to join this team. You will meet amazing people, you will get the skills, and you will feel way more confident also in your day-to-day work, even if it's in academia, like myself. As Victoria mentioned, to know how to pitch, how to talk about your ideas, how to defend your results. I think it's something that is transversal. It's not just be applied in industry. So yeah, from my side, that's I think all I had to say. And yeah, just please apply, and I wish you really good luck. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. So we can now thank you for good words, and let's go to the next alumni. Carmen is with us.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm really excited to join this webinar today. So like Anna, I was a participant in last year's Sci-Fi program for the full program. And maybe to tell you a bit more about my background. So I'm a biomedical scientist, and I was working in a lab in academia for about 4 years. And for me, it was also always rather clear that I want to transition to industry at some point. So that's also why I decided to apply for the Sci-Fi program. And just like Anna said, I can totally recommend it, because especially the networking part was really wonderful. You can meet so many people from all over Europe. And it was also super exciting to work in the team and work together on this industry case, because you really learn how to apply the skills you learned during the program. So this was really exciting for me. And of course, this is also something you can add to your CV. And I think this also really helped me, because I recently transitioned actually to industry, and I started in April to work for Roche Diagnostics in Austria. And I'm super happy about this new position, and it was really the right decision to make. And I think the Sci-Fi program really helped me to finally take the step and transition to industry, because this was also, yeah, it really assisted me really well with the skills I learned. And yeah, I can just really agree to Anna, and I highly recommend it.
Okay, thank you very much, Carmen. And let's go to Ana Rita.
Yeah, hi everyone. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me today here. I'm also so excited, because it is a time in which I can give you my acknowledgement. Because yes, in my case, I participated to the LIGHT program, so I miss all these fun events that you mentioned. But I wanted to share with you that also in this LIGHT program of Sci-Fi, I enjoyed so much all the knowledge and that with this program you can learn, because it is the modules are so well organized, and actually I think that I never got a preparation like this. I mean, you have all the modules that actually are the important part of the industry. So I had totally a academic background. I have a PhD in molecular biology, and I worked for many years in the lab as postdoc. And so when I applied to this course, I was just in this transition phase. And actually, I thought that I had some holes in my preparation of these skills that you were mentioned before, these industry skills, and yes, this LIGHT program, it was really helpful for me, useful, because for personal reasons I didn't apply to the full program. But actually was really easy and really friendly to use. You can listen the all the classes when you have time. So it was really important for me. And this course also if even though was a live program, the modules give you real cases, real examples, and these were really useful to better understand, what are you just listening. And I think that the benefit for me was enormous, because I always think that thanks to this program, I got this position in which I am now. I'm working as a scientific project manager for a company that is Timid Research. That just it is a company that manage European projects. I think that when I put on LinkedIn that I was participating to this program, and just 1 week after I received the yes, I received this job offer. So I'm really thankful to you and to this program, and as my colleagues, I strongly motivated you to apply to this program. You only can enjoy, and maybe I suggest to participate if you can at the full program, because it will be really really can do the difference, for your formation. So good luck.
Thank you very much, Anna-Rita. And finally, let's leave the floor to Kartika.
Hi everybody. So as my name is Kartika, and I still am working in an academia. I'm a last year PhD student, but eventually I plan to move to industry. So as previous alumni said, I don't want to expand how good it is. It was really nice experience. The best part is I added this event in my CV as an additional course or an event which I participated, and I explained that I had close contact with the experts from the industry, and our team mentors were from industry and industrial background, and our case mentors were also from industrial background. So we had exposure from both the experts. So this got me into a lot of interviews. Of course, now I'm not ready to take a job, but I'm just telling how useful it is. And other than this, the entire team made us so comfortable, even though our ranks are not same. They tried to maintain a flat hierarchy where we didn't have to be afraid or to express ourselves. So I was very grateful that this made me really confident, and I think you all should sign up. So they were really supportive. So this is what I have to say. Yeah, so that's all from my side, and good luck. And I understand that from previous alumni, when I was joining, they had certain comments about this, and then I could see each year they are improving. So I think this is a really good opportunity, and I'm glad I'm here today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Would you like Victoria to add anything before we start the Q&A session?
Yeah, I will. I'm smiling. It's just so nice to hear, and it sounds corny as if we would like bought these people a lot, but it's just so nice. We enjoy the program, but it's so nice to hear people say we really enjoyed it, and it got us further. And just hearing these stories and saying, yeah, I've got so many interviews, and this is something that we're trying to follow up on who moved into industry, but these are these small stories, and I think that's something that we've got to go and Hikma, I'm looking at you, that we've got to go and tie in more, and it's why we're putting in all this work, and I'm so grateful for these comments. Thank you so much. You really made my weekend. It's raining and horrid outside. It's really put a big smile on my face. So thank you very much, all of you. Thanks. A big thank you to the alumni. Thank you.
Thank you also. So let's start to the question and answer session. It will be moderated by Hikma from Medicine Paris region and Mateusz, who is sitting next to me and will in a second replace me in front of the camera. Of course, you can freely ask the question. In case of any silent moments, we also have some default questions, which can be probably asked. Okay, so Mateusz and Hikma.
Yes, hello. So I'm just going to introduce myself rather quickly. I'm Hikma. I'm a European Affairs Coordinator at Medicine Paris Region, which is the health cluster of the Paris region, gathering over 500 members, among which are startups, big groups like Sanofi, Pfizer, academic and research institute, hospital networks, etc. Medicine is partner of the SCI program, and we lead the communication and promotion activities throughout the year. So I'll just let Matt to present himself so that we can go ahead and through the Q&A.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Hikma. So basically, I'm a medical doctor, but I'm now working at an innovation center in regard of incubation and acceleration projects. And this project is very interesting, even for me, like personally, basically because very interesting people are recruiting to this project. So hopefully you will get in and I will be able to meet you. So going there is nothing much else to say about me. I'm just waiting for your questions. If you have any, do not hesitate to ask us. We are happy to help you with anything you have in mind. So please.
You can write your questions like in the chat box or raise your hands, and maybe we can start with the default questions by the time that people start asking the questions.
Yeah. So we prepared some default questions. The first one is, should I apply for both programs in case I don't get into the full program?
So normally, no, like in case you're not selected for the full program, we will ask you if you want to take part in the light program, which has like no restrictions in the number of places, because for the full program, like only 50 participants can take part. We have our first question in the chat box also, as I can see. Thanks for the X. So it's Munir. So is the program open to non-EU developing countries? I'll let the floor.
Yes. So basically, we are open. You can apply to us, but bear in mind that you have to develop your curriculum about your experience and how do you want to transition to the industry. Okay, is there any? Okay.
Yeah, we have I think we have a lot of questions. I'm saying popping up. So is the application for the light program the same? Is the application for the light program the same than for the full program? So yeah.
Yeah, basically there a little bit. Victoria, you want to add something? Or
yeah, I can jump on. So basically, yeah, they start as the same, and then putting in all your details, and then at some crucial point you say, okay, either full program or light program, full program or light program, and then depending on that, you'll be then taken to various different sub areas. But it's more for the full program. Then you have to do a little video, and for the light program, you don't have to have any video. You just answer the skills section, and then it's then that's it. So the application form is more or less the same. It just takes you then on different branches.
We have another question. What are the networking opportunities in the full program? Will we get to know people from industry whom we can contact later? I can start replying for this one. Like in SCI, we have industry partners. So that was presented by Marcin earlier. So for instance, we've got Boehringer. And evidently, you will be in touch with partners especially when we meet, like in Barcelona and Erlangen. So this is just like the industry partners of Sci-Fi, but we have like associated partners helping us work, who are case providers, like helping us work with you in cases, and they are going to be there like for to present like the industry cases to you. So those are the different case providers that Victoria presented earlier. Roche, Novartis, Boehringer, and even Siemens now, like we got that news today, as Victoria said. And on top of the case providers with whom you'll be in touch for the case that you will be attributed to, they are also mentoring. So you have like industry mentoring from Boehringer. Like there is a team that has been set up to mentor participants. So all these are like opportunities to be in touch like with people from industry, as you can see, and obviously when you get in touch with them, like you network and you can like keep contact with them. And we have also with EIT Health like recruitment events. We partner with them for those recruitment events, and during those recruitment events, evidently you have like industry recruiters. I don't know if Victoria or Marcin you'd like, or Mathieu, you'd like to add something.
Well, actually, I think you said everything, so thank you for that. I can relate. Yeah.
Perhaps I just like to add as well, it's not only the industry networking, it is also the networking with your and fellow researchers, which I think is also really interesting, because you'll meet a diverse background of researchers from basically the whole of Europe. And even now on LinkedIn, I can see that these people are still connected and are sharing their information.
Great. Okay, so I can relate to the next question. There was a question about someone who wants to participate in the LIGHT program, and if it's possible to attend the events in the LIGHT program. Unfortunately, it's dedicated only for the full program participants. So bear that in mind, and really we encourage you to participate in the full program, because like it gives a lot of opportunities to network, for example, but not only. Okay, I'm looking for the next question. Oh, there are so many of them. This was that. I'm a second-year PhD student out of 4. Should I wait to take the course for when I'm closer to the transition? Or, well, it depends on your status, and your like experience. So if you feel that you are motivated enough to take and willing to invest your time in this program, for sure, please apply. We'll also review your application, and if we see your motivation and your willingness to spend time, for sure we will give you the grant to participate in the project.
I think just a bit of more background on that as well. So we are funded this year and next year by EIT Health. And after that, we don't know what is happening. We are trying to become self-sustainable, but keep that in mind. So if you want to do this course now, apply now. That would be my recommendation.
Okay, I'm currently MD student, but I'm also working in a lab for my thesis, so I have a research background. It's also possible to get into the program in my case, or is it only for clinicians? Well, actually, if your experience in science and your willingness to work with industry is really high, please fill out the registration, and we'll also review it and give you some feedback if we say no. But hopefully you will have a lot of experience. You have a lot of experience, so it will be fine. But we don't know how many people will be in the recruitment phase, so bear that in mind also. Hikma, do you maybe want to add something to this? Okay.
No, thank you.
Okay, so we might go to the there is a question from Lorenzo. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Thanks a
Hello.
lot for all this information. And I have a question directly for you, Mercy, because you have my my background, and I am a medical doctor too, and I have a background as a clinical biochemist. So I work both from the clinical part and the lab part in the diagnostic field, and now I'm doing a PhD. So from your experience, what could be your part after this course, what you have learned from the clinic that could be useful after this course to be implemented in the industry? And if in this course also you will talk about clinical trials and drug development phases and these things. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for that question. So basically, like the most important thing is the perspective of the industry on how they are working. So this gives you a lot of knowledge how to see the need in your patients in the clinical phase, so that you can easily connect to the scientist and know the language, because like different groups have different language, like you know, English, Germany, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like terms of they're using, terms things they have in mind, and to vanish that barrier. It's very good to have some kind of workshops with them and to work with them on different cases that we have here in the program, so that you will get this feeling how to work with them in the future. And I think this gives a lot of value for the clinicians, for the innovative clinicians who want to change something in the healthcare systems. I hope I answer your question. Or
just to know if you would talk about clinical trials and drug development during this course.
Yeah, we have modules about that. So I think they're like very hard skills oriented. So yeah, like.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, are there any more questions? Great, so we can go to our questions. So price is too expensive for me. Can I get a financial help? So basically, you can apply for some free spots. There are not many of them, but bear in mind that we can help in some cases. But of course, it depends on the situation of the individual student. Okay, next question is, do I have to participate in all events, webinars, and complete all assignments? So basically, yeah, we want to engage you in all of the our courses. Of course, we'll not be looking very strictly into this. If there will be some very inconvenient event that you have, we can like maybe understand it, but please remember that these both events, both in Erlangen and in Barcelona, are very important for the networking opportunities, to showcase your cases to the industry and showcase yourself as a potentially good employee to the industry. Okay, the next question is, on what basis we will be selected? Hikma, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
So as I saw, like for the light program, all applicants that fit the background criteria will be selected. That is based on the questionnaire. For the full program, applicants will be selected on personal motivation, their fit to the program, whether they have like academic background, research, etc. Ability to communicate, because there is a video like based on the application, but also like the submitted video that Victoria loves to to view. So these are a bit the criteria for the selection process. I don't know, Victoria, if you have something more to add.
No, superb.
Okay, great. So we can move forward. I have a master's degree, but still I would like to take part in the Is It Possible? So basically, like we developed this course for PhDs and postdocs. But as I said previously, and my colleagues said that if you have a huge experience and are very motivated and want to invest your time, and you will show it in your application, we might grant you access to the course.
And we've had like in previous years, in previous editions, like some master also participants, master degree participants.
Perhaps I just saw that there was a question, another question pop up in the chat. And it's concerns if we get selected to the full program and the time gets limited, what happens? Hans-Peter, that was from your question. So the possibility, we've had 2 cases last year where they also had problems with time and then changed from the full program to the light program. That is possible, but the spaces, so we've got 50 spaces for the full program, so it's really selective, and it's mean for those people who don't get selected and who don't get in. If someone then drops out in module 1 or module 2 and then says, oh no, I this is too much work for me. That's why we are trying to say from the beginning, yes, and the alumni have said as well, it is, you really have to set aside at least 5 hours every week. You have to make that time commitment and know for yourself, okay, can I get those 5 hours in? I know a lot of the alumni or a lot of the participants also crammed in hours at the weekend. If you can do that and you can do that with your team, fine, but I think you've got to keep that in mind. But sometimes things happen, of course. We're all human beings. Suddenly one got a baby and said, oh, this is not working, and we said, yeah, of course. Either move to the light program, but we really want to say, okay, try and stick to your track, but if something comes in, of course, we're all humans.
Yes, thank you. I was more referring to the hopefully positive aspect of, for example, we are trying to do the program for transitioning to industry, and if in case we apply during the program and then we get a job, and of course onboarding takes a lot of time and commitment and so on. But I get that you should only apply for the full program if you really feel like you can do the thing, of course. That makes sense. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, next question. I don't have an educational background in healthcare. Can I still apply? So basically, this rarely occurs because all of the people that are recruiting to our program are somehow connected to the healthcare, and this helps them to get to know each other and like work together. Although from our experience, it is also good to have someone outside of the healthcare so that it has other perspective and maybe it's from chemistry only or something like that. But still bear in mind that being from healthcare really helps to go forward with this program. And that's all from our questions that we developed. Yeah.
I see that like some of our alumni are still connected. I don't know if like potential participants who are present today want to ask them questions. Maybe that can be interesting also to have a one-on-one with them if they have questions like.
Yeah, that's a very good idea because
yeah, it's not always that we have them available like this. So in case you have questions to the alumni who has been participants in previous editions, please raise your hands.
And
Thank you, Magda.
if you want to ask them privately, I think there will be no problem. You can find them on LinkedIn or other social media, and for sure they will reply to you privately. I hope so. Okay, I think that we have everything cleared, so I'm going to the back, and Martin is going forward with the.
Okay, so from my side, thank you very much for all your questions and answers. Thanks, Magda, again. And see you in Barcelona. Okay, maybe we have one more question.
Yeah, I'm a medical student doing my medical doctorate in radiology oncology. Since the medical doctorate is not a full PhD, and I'm still candidate for. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so just a short wrap up from my side. You can. Oh, thanks, no problem. You can contact me directly or Victoria. Our emails are also at the EIT Health website. Everything it was probably said. Please, the application form is the deadline is 31st of May. So till the end of May, I hope we'll have opportunity to meet each other during the full program or the light program online. And one more thing, of course, please remember that finishing any kind of EIT Health program, like Sci-Fi, sorry, in this case, you will also get access to the alumni network, the EIT Health alumni network. So you will have this another opportunity to network with very innovative and sometimes powerful people in Europe. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice weekend. And I hope we'll meet soon on Sci-Fi 2023. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. Especially big shout out to alumni. Thank you very much for your time. And everyone, have a lovely weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Same to you.